which is owned by PayPal, which is, very much used by the millennials. And the like. It's a very competitive environment. I mean, there is the credit card companies, the huge banks have their own product called Cele that competes with Venmo. So the field is very big, and the competition is fierce, and these guys have huge pockets. But we like it the way things are going. And PayPal now has put $1 billion in Mercado Libre, that just issued like $2 billion on equity. Reported Mercado Libre is the Amazon of Latin America. The fact that PayPal is there is because, more and more they are entrenched in this issue of, the buying things and the payment systems. Like in China, Alibaba is a great seller, but then Ant Financial, which is part of, kind of Alibaba, owns the largest money market fund in the world right now, because it's an online payment systems, and when you go to rapid growing Asian countries, you see more and more of that. So we like the company, we keep liking it, stay there, don't go, etc., etc. Emerging markets keep on a good rally. Yesterday, EWZ, one of my favorites, EM, all of them having a good time, probably hand in hand with we have a very good rally on the metals, more on that in a second, and in the oil, but clearly EM doing very well. Another sector, we like it, don't touch it, don't sell it, we like it there. And also, the other thing that, it was some comment yesterday, this Chinese-US thing, the Americans have postponed, raising the tariffs and all that. And the longer it takes, the better it is, because it means that as far as they're sitting down and they're having a serious conversation, it means that they are moving, they're making progress. Allegedly, one of the big things, and which is something that we've been saying since day zero, is the elimination of the requirement of the JVs. Basically, if you go to China today, you have to do a 50-50 joint venture with someone else, and you share the technology. And that's when the theft happens and the guys get the know-how. So they might basically scrap that deal. It's already sort of not completely scrapped, but in the financial sector, you can have majority, but still need a partner. But apparently they might, scrap that requirement. That's the big news. So we'll see. But clearly, that helps China, helps emerging market, and that's been feeding here. Speaking about that, the OPEC meeting finished without much fanfare. The only thing is they're going to keep the quotas until the next meeting in June. So no change. Oil steady in the high 50s. 58, 59, so far so good, no much to comment on that side. And speaking about that, metals are doing very well. The copper, that started a good rally at the beginning of the year. People were worried that it was a rally soon to correct, and it didn't, steady. And again, it could be a message as well that China is doing better. Remember, that's the key component of industrial demand, Dr. Copper. So good on that side. Final comment. Jair Bolsonaro started a 2-day visit to the United States. We're going to be with President Trump. They both share a lot of ideological thinking. And basically, what Mr. Bolsonaro said is the top priority in their agenda is to free Venezuela of Mr. Maduro. We'll see what they can do. The more the time goes by with our action, it goes against Mr. Guaido. Mr. Maduro is very good at surviving all these kind of things. And despite the economic sanctions, if you look at Iran, Cuba, North Korea, economic sanctions never do regime change. I mean, they will be ended up selling the oil to the Russians and some friend and some broker over there. Yes, they will get only maybe 70 cents on the dollar or maybe 60 cents on the dollar, but they will manage to do something. So anyways, that's kind of where we are. We'll see what Mr. Bolsonaro and Mr. Trump say. One of the first pre-announcement of the meeting, good news, if you are a U.S. citizen, you don't need a visa to go to Brazil anymore. That just hit the tapes. That's one of the Bolsonaro things. You don't need to have a visa. It was before was always a hindrance going to Brazil. That's all I have. Let's open the line if anybody has a question or comment. Give me 1 second. We'll be right there. If anybody has a question, the line is open now. No? All right. Thank you very much. We'll connect tomorrow. Have a great day.